Hello everyone, welcome back to one more haul video. Over the weekend I went and got a few things, and I'm on this whole video. I'm also gonna put some of the stuff that I bought over the holidays that I haven't had a chance to bring out. Some things I did some upgrades, so some of the books you may have seen them before. And if I show some books that I have already showed recently, then forgive me. It's just I have a huge mess. I'm trying to put my things in order, and I just bought some few long boxes that I'm going to be replacing and reorganizing. As I was going through some of these books and I was putting in my database to keep them on in record, I noticed that one or two already had. So I'm gonna have to check what grade did I have those, and I'm just gonna keep the the better grade. And luckily, my LCS, he's willing to take those comics back. I mean, I buy enough for him that he's willing to take those comics back, and then either just give me credit on the store or and get something else. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm trying to get my shit together, and but yeah. And in the lack of any new comic books that are great, hopefully what I'm going to show you is going to bring you some drill dripping in your mouth, wanted to go back to the 90s, to the 80s, to the 70s, and grab all that beautiful Bronze, Silver Age comics that are out there. First, we have the Silver Surfer number 58. Love this cover, especially because it's the Defenders. This is great. I like Run Lim Run on Silver Surfer. It wasn't not extraordinary, but it wasn't also bad. I really enjoyed it. I remember reading and having some of these books back in the day when they came out. Lost the majority when I lost my comic book collection, and being slowly getting them back. So yeah, I was happy to get this one, especially because of the cover. I really love the cover, the classic Defenders all jumping in, really beautiful. And speaking of Defenders, how about Defenders of the Earth? Great 80s cartoon. Love the cartoon. Never seen this. It's Alex Saviuk pencils. There's another Fred Fredericks or something like that that also does the pencils. Curiously enough, this number one, the story, Stan Lee was actually involved on the story. Uh, great one. Really love it. And then we have here number two. God, this cartoon, I love it when I was a kid. I still enjoy it. I wish they would make some good remake, although with all the crappy remakes that are out there, I think I'd rather stay with the one that came out originally. Here we have number three. Is just a small series, very short, and the number four. Only the first one, the story was Stan Lee, or he was involved in the story because I think there was somebody else on the story. And then one through four, there's all Alex Saviuk involved in the pencils, and that other guy, I can't remember the name, Fred Fredericks, I think. So yeah, I mean, saw this and I'm like, oh damn, it bring me back to the Saturday morning cartoons, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, really grab it. And it was a set. I think I paid like $4 for the whole set, pretty cheap. Here we have some of the Dark Horse Present. I dig this because this is the first story from Sin City. Sin City originally started to come out in Dark Horse Presents and small little parts. I got this one, which is number 53. I got number 54. I got number 55. And then 56. We also have a little story by John Byrne. Really cool. 57, and that's it. With this, I finally complete my whole run in Sin City. I pretty much own everything that has come out in comics. I haven't bought any trade. The only trade that I have bought is basically Family Yarn Values, which is not really a trade per se. It comes in a trade format, but I guess it's an original graphic novel. But yeah, great story. I really love it. Really like Sin City. Never saw the movie. The movie never really caught my eye. Never really saw the movie. I don't really know exactly how it is. If any of you seen it and you think it's great, let me know. But yeah, never really saw it. Even though I love this, I love the series, I love the characters, I never really seen the movie. Next, I got this Hellboy Seed of Destruction. I've been looking for this forever. I've been on number 4, like, God, years and years. But never was able to get the first 3 books. And here we have number 1, number 2, and number 3. And I was very lucky because this guy, this I bought from eBay. I had to grab this on eBay. I don't really see this often. They're in great shape. And luckily, this guy that I bought it, he had 1 through 3. Really decent price. I mean, it's not super expensive, but you always get the miniseries anywhere around $100 or a little bit more. Usually the number 1 is the one that has the more weight on it. It's not really the first apparition of Hellboy. However, is the first miniseries, and it's really great. So yeah, I was really happy to get this at a decent price. I didn't got it like a great sale. However, considering how much they all go, I got it at a decent price. And then let's go with some nice looking books. Here we have Fantastic Four number 30. Awesome cover. Really dig Jack Kirby. I'm really loving Fantastic Four. Trying to get all these books. Here we have Fantastic Four number 59. Another great cover. Inhumans. And I mean, the Jello background, I really dig. Always Jack Kirby to the best. These are not really great copies. These are good copies. This one has a little bit damage on the page here on the cover. But you know what? Great prices. I mean, it's still a decent reading book to keep at least while I get another one without the damage on the cover. Something like this. Fantastic Four number 61 with the Sandman. Not really very often I see some amazing Spider-Man villains in Fantastic Four, especially not the Sandman. Never really saw he had that mask on it. I don't know, but it's great. And then as you can see, this is a decent copy. This is a very good copy. The cover is intact. There's no dings or anything. There's a little bit of stress marks here on the spine, but there are no creasings, and very good price for it. So yeah, when I see these, yeah, this is when I'm starting to kind of like upgrade my copies. So I'm gonna looking for this one to get a little bit of an upgrade. Fantastic Four number 71. I like how he splits the action on each character. It's really cool. I like this type of cover when it's done. I mean, you can see it's almost like you have 4 different stories presented in just the cover. Really, really good. And then here we have this beautiful cover, which I love. This is one of my favorite Silver Surfer covers. One of my most favorite ones. This is really great. I really dig this cover. This is an upgrade. I have this version already, but it has a crease. I can't remember if it's half page or all across. I can't remember, but I do remember that it has a really bad crease in the cover. So yeah, this is an upgrade again. It's not like a super really looking for comic, but it's Jack Kirby, Fantastic Four. It's great. And yeah, I don't really want a high grade one for this book, so this is perfect. This was for me. Nice and sharp corners. Yeah, really, really good. More Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four 102. John Romita. Really cool. Love this cover. 103. I always like when they put Clover in Time in the cover with the Thing, especially battling Namor. This is always great. I move this aside. Fantastic Four 115. These are for I'm almost done. Fantastic Four 143 with Doctor Doom. Really nice. I think I'm missing like probably, I don't know, somewhere around 20 numbers to complete from 100 up until 400. I think I'm missing just about 20 numbers. But yeah, these are great. And I don't know if you remember, I've been showing these guys, this Captain America and Falcon from Jack Kirby. He did probably about, what, 20 numbers from 194, 96 up until 214. I've been getting them also in little batches. This is the last batch. I finally got that series complete. Look at this. Love Captain America. Love Captain America, especially from Jack Kirby. This is great. I love the Falcon. The original, it's not kind of the original. I think the original costume, it was a little bit more greenish, but really great. I really like it. Here we have, I mean, Jack Kirby, he is amazing. The dynamic on the covers, I have really find there is very rare when you find this in new comics, in recent comics. Just look at this. I mean, this is beautiful white cover, but look at this. I mean, the dynamic of this. I mean, everything being now digital and whatnot. The covers now for the comic books, and I'm just talking about the covers here. They don't feel dynamic. They don't really feel dynamic. It doesn't really feel that it tells you a story. I mean, it's just like they're just posing. Here we have a story. We have Captain America and the Falcon fighting these green guys. It's the expression of the woman here in the back, the expression of Captain America. I mean, it's really breathless how he draw it. Here we have another one. Beautiful copies. How about this? Wow, really nice or sharp. All this probably like around, I'll say around very fine. 8.5, 9.0 comics. Really, really good. And at an amazing price. I mean, I think I paid like about $10 for this comics. Yes, you can find maybe cheap versions of this in the bargain bins, but $10 for these books that are in this grade, it's just, to me, they were a bargain. And what they represent, the stories, the Jack Kirby, I mean, I will pay $10 for this book any given time than to buy two Marvel new books for $5 or one of their stupid new specials, which they don't come with all that much of a story and they're tagged $8. This, I any given time. Just look at this. This is dynamic. This is just amazing. And look at this. Man, look at the expressions. Come on. You can't really not tell me that this is not awesome. This is really, really great. And here we have the last one. This is the last one that I think it's 214, I think is the last one, or this is the last one of that little run that he did in Captain American Falcon. And I think that was the last time that he did, I mean, from 100 to 110, maybe, I can't remember well. And then I think it maybe didn't do anything up until now. So this is great. And here's when we get to the nicest ones. Here we have Journey into Mystery number 94. Again, Jack Kirby, the master. Journey into Mystery number 101. This is another series that I'm trying to get. The Journey into Mystery and early Thor, the late Journey into Mysteries, and then the early Thors by Jack Kirby. They're really great. Slowly, as I'm finding them, I'm just grabbing them. Just look at this. 138. And overall, I mean, they are. I mean, yes, they're a little bit on brownish on the cover, on the pages. The white is not white, but having this with white cover, A, is very hard to find, and B, they're going to be very, very expensive. So yeah, I'm really happy with this, with these ones. Also, I love this one. I don't know if I have ever shown this. I found it laying around, so I don't know if I ever show this. Avengers number 17. This is when, I think this is by the time that Hulk is not in the team. I haven't had a chance to read it. Another great cover. Another of the early numbers from the Avengers. I mean, there are some key issues in the Avengers. I mean, forget about the first 10 numbers, but after the first 10 numbers, overall, little by little, if you want to get them, I mean, they're really great, really good stories. This one is another one that I'm not sure if I'd shown. Daredevil number 7. First Daredevil Red. I don't think I ever shown this one. This one, it took me forever to get it. I remember that I put it on hold back on the holidays, and I came back to pick it up, and then one of the guys that working in the LCS, the owner wasn't there, and nor so the guy that he's always there, and it's like, oh, I don't know where it is. And I'm like, oh my god, don't tell me that he sold it, because it wouldn't be the first time that he forgets that I put it on hold, and yeah, he sells the comic. I mean, he always get me another copy of what has done. Not all the time, but most of the times he can get me another copy. But yeah, this is great. Been looking for this for the longest time. I mean, not really the greatest. I mean, I know there's some spine damage here, but this comic book comes always with a heavy weight, especially because when I got this, the Daredevil on Netflix, it was pretty hot at that time. And then here we have Aquaman number 11. This is the first Mera. A-okay copy. Yeah, it's not the greatest, but for the price that I paid, it was really good. Some of the early Aquamans, I mean, I'm gonna say I'm not really a great fan of Aquaman, but I do like the old style comic books, and this one They had a couple of them. They had number 11, and they had, I can't remember what other number, but I grabbed this obviously because it was by the time the Aquaman movie was going to come out, so everybody was looking for it. So I had to grab it, otherwise I would probably never seen it again. Or the next time that I will see it, it will be so freaking expensive. And here we have another hot book. This is Batman Adventures number 12, first apparition of Harley Quinn. Now this comic book, as you can see, has a little bit of a water damage. Now, a couple of reasons why I got it. I'm not usually a fan of getting water damaged books. I'm not really looking for to get them. There was a few reasons why I got this. One, even with the water damage, this book, it has a weight in terms of the price because of how hot the book is. Every time that I see copies of this book, it's like $500, $800, $1,400, $1,500. This one was not close to that price. So if they wouldn't have the water damage, this book can easily go for $400 or $500. But I got it for it has the water damage. However, the nice thing about it, or what I can probably say, okay, you know what, this is why I really got it, is because even though it had a water damage, the paper, all that the paper got, it was the stain. The paper is not damaged. Usually when you see water damages, they get all I don't know how to say it. I'm missing the word here, but wavy, I guess. They get all wavy because either they got water damage, there was a lot of water coming in through it, or they didn't clean it properly, or they stay in the bag and all the humidity and whatnot. I heard this story. I think the guy realized it, that he had spilled some water or something on it, and he quickly cleaned it. So there's a tad bit of brown stain in some pages. A few you can barely see it, and like I said, there is no waving at all in this book. So good price, and because of that, because there was no evident water damage, you wouldn't know this was water damage if there was no stain here. You couldn't really tell that this comic got really water damage for it. So I got this. I'm obviously going to be looking for an upgraded copy, obviously when the time is right and the price is right, of course. This one, I'm just happy to have it, even with a little bit of the stain. I'm just happy to have it. And speaking of powerful woman, how about this? Batgirl, first apparition of Batgirl. The type comes is $3.59. Good condition, not the greatest, but really good. Yeah, it has a little bit of chirping here. Other than that, it's intact. I mean, I really like it, and yeah, I gotta have it. So the fact that I got these two very close together, one from the other one, yeah, it's really great. All right, guys, that's it for today. Hope you guys have a great night. Hope you guys are enjoying everything, and see you later. Take care. Bye bye.